What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. I did have tacos today, too. So, I just got off work, of course, and I did not record a video this morning. I was running late. You know how that goes sometimes during the week. But today, I wanted to just give you a video on shadow work and what that means to heal. Now, this may run longer than 3 minutes. If it is, I want you to click on my Instagram link and you can view the full video on my Instagram, okay? So, I will be 44 on October the 2nd, which is this Saturday, my birthday. Y'all, I just got out of the car, came in the house, and just decided to record this video because it was laid on my heart. So, shadow work helped me learn some things about people, and it also helped me release a lot of things that I had going on in my life and what I was holding on to as a kid, okay? As a teenager mostly. So, I do have a couple of mentees that follow me, and I gave them a assignment for a shadow work assignment, and the assignment was to write a letter to your younger self. And what would you write? So I'm gonna be an open book tonight, and I'm gonna I did my letter, and I'm just gonna go off my heart and tell you how I fixed my shadow self, or how I'm still working on a couple of things, but what happened in my life that I wish I could have changed, or I wish now I would have did it different. So starting at the beginning, when I was younger, I had I'm a country girl, grew up in rural North Carolina. When I grew up, I say around about after high school, I graduated. I never got in trouble, really, just little kid shit. But after I graduated, I decided to go to college, right? Now, I did go to college later on, but this particular thing I wanted to do was cosmetology school. Now, I had some cousins. We all were born in 1977. It was 3 girls and 1 boy. Now, I'm one of the 3 girls. It's 2 other cousins. So the boy, we ain't put him out, but he never related to the girl type things. But we all were born in 1977. So the 3 girls, when we graduated, they took off and moved to the city, which we call the city where I'm from. They left me, right? So my cousins, they actually, it was those 2 cousins, but they took somebody with them that was not even family. And it really, we all grew up the same. We all were close when we were younger. We all talked. And so when we graduated, I felt left out because they left me where we're from and they moved to, I think it was Greensboro or Winston-Salem or something like that. But they moved there and left me, got an apartment with the friend, the 2 cousins and the friend, and left me where we're from. And I decided to go to cosmetology school. Now, during cosmetology school, you needed 500 hours, and my mom got sick, and I had a baby sister. We're 10 years apart, and I had to help take care of my baby sister. So I had to quit that. So out of the 500 hours, I had already got halfway, 250 hours before I had to quit and take care of my sister. Okay? So that happened. Got a whole nother job, whatever. So, as a younger child, I wish I would have did more with my life. Even though now at this age I do have a college degree, but I wish I would have went further. I had the mindset for that. Okay? So, wishing it and doing it, I'm sitting up under my money tree, y'all. So, wishing it and doing it is 2 different things, but I totally wish that I would have did it different. Another thing that I worked on in my shadow work is pain. And this pain came from my ex-husband, who was a rather corny ass guy. Let's just be honest. Now, I had my twins. I had twin boys at 21. When I met my ex-husband, the boys were around 1 or 2, I would say. So, meeting my ex-husband, I took a lot of shit. And usually, most women do this. You take more shit than normal than you would in your regular, you just do. So, from cheating on me to he never, running the streets at night. He sold drugs, but one thing I did, I just, you can't bring that in my house around the kids or whatever. It still stands that if a man stays out all night, he's doing something other than you. Period. Learned that. Crying at night, wishing he would come home, call his phone, would not answer, shit like that. Nobody got time for that. So I wasted. Let's see, so if my boys were born in 1997, I think I met him around 98, 99. We stayed together for a couple of years. I went through that for a couple of years. Then this dude got caught up in some mess and did 5 years in prison. Y'all, guess what I did? Spent 5 years in jail with him. Because while he was in the inside, I was on the outside doing the time with him. I was faithful, sent him letters, went to see him, took care of my boys, was in college at the time. So I was doing all of that, being faithful to a dude for 5 years. We wasn't married then. Okay? I'm giving y'all some motherfucking lessons tonight. And I always teach from my personal experience. Trust and believe that. So, after that happened, he got out 5 years later. I think he got out, it was around August. I was married in December. Whole married in December. Now, while I'm marrying this dumbass, he has a, ankle monitor on his leg. So when we got married, I'm from North Carolina. He's from South Carolina. I had to go take care of the dress, take care of his suit, take care of everything. Because he was on, house arrest at his mom's house. Because it was South Carolina. I lived in North Carolina. And he had to stay in South Carolina. And then we ended up married in December. Now, I knew this man was a no good ass dog when I just knew. He was like that before he went to prison. And he was like that when he came out. So, within them 4 months before we got married, guess what I did again? I'm getting calls from other women and I still married him. Thinking, oh, this ring is going to change him. Oh, my God. I can make him conform. Oh, I can fix him. And when we get married and I take his last name, he ain't going to do me like that. When somebody shows you who the fuck they are the first time, believe them. Because they be telling you the truth. Believe them. Believe them. They show you. Why are you wasting time on a motherfucker who is not going to be there in the long run? If he's showing you before it even happens, he's showing you. Y'all, when I tell you, it's so many things that I wish that I would have did different in my life. Didn't listen to my brother. This is another thing before we got married. I'm going to tell y'all this. A lot of people don't know this. I'm expressing myself. Before I got married to him, it was one day we was outside at his mom's house. And my ex-husband had a brother. And his brother, I was outside, I don't know what I was doing so long ago. He came outside and he walked up to me and he said, let me ask you something. I said, what's up? He said, you sure you want to do this? I said, yeah, why? He was like, and this is exactly how he said it. Are you sure you want to marry my brother? That's his exact words to me. He was telling me something without telling me something. So he was telling me really how his brother really was, but he didn't want to, put friction inside. He couldn't just come out and tell me what he really wanted me to know. And I said to him, I said, yeah, I love him. He said, he looked at me. He said, okay, and walked off. Y'all, he was telling me in that moment, but I was too in love to fucking listen. Don't marry my brother. He ain't shit. He was telling me then, he gonna ruin your life. And he didn't ruin my life, but he damn sure tried to swallow me up. It's wasted time. Time that you'll never get back when you waste time with these no good ass women or no good ass men. It's a waste of time. So that is another thing that I learned in my life. Another thing I learned was don't allow anybody, you speak up for yourself. I was the quiet, shy type. So when I say speak up for yourself, don't be a doormat. Now, don't cause trouble. But when a motherfucker cause trouble with you, know how to go there and shut it down and close the door. Because one thing I do know, and one thing is for sure, and one thing is for certain, I never go back to pain. If you hurt me one time and hurt me so bad within my core where I'm crying, you making me feel some type of way, you in my space like that you can hurt me like that, and you do it one time, I don't go back to pain. You can't tell me nothing else. At this moment right here in my life, I'm giving y'all something. I'm talking to the ladies out there that take too much, just take too much from their significant other or from the family or from their children, whatever. And we call that you giving too much but take too little. Don't do that. You never give too much of yourself to anybody in your life. I don't care what it is, who it is, or why it is in your life. You never give them more than you give yourself. That's where the pain comes from. That's where the depression comes from. That's when the unhealing comes from. That's where all of those negative vibrations come from. Do not allow something in your life that is not meant to be there. Let that shit ride. Let it go. Learn from it and move on. But if it comes back to visit you, be it a person, place, or thing, remember what that person did. Don't hold it against them, but don't look back. Don't go back to pain. I can't tell you guys how many times I went back to this dude after he cheated on me. I can't tell you how many times I went back to an employer knowing good and well there wasn't going to be any growth there. But I did it for my children. But I should have did it for me. Now I know that. It's popping. It's popping. In my belly. This love, all this love I got right here. Okay. In this belly is growing something that I won't allow anymore in my life. If you show me who you are, I believe you from now on. It's getting dark outside, but oh yeah. If I don't see any growth from anything, I'm out of here. I'm not in shit to keep going over and over again with the same shit and reliving this. You know what that's called? The definition of insanity. That is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's insane. That don't make sense. Why you keep loving somebody that obviously is showing you and they don't love you back? You can't be in the fucking ring by yourself. What you fighting for? Who you fighting? The air? Pay attention, y'all. Trust me. I know it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. But I'm telling you, I'm one of them women that cried a plenty of nights for one dude. Trying to hold on to one moment in time that was so good. But it was so bad for me. Think about it. What you will allow is what it will continue. Learn from it and move on. All right, guys, that's my message. I hope you enjoy. I created some new spell jars. Please go and get you some. I'm about to go take these clothes off, get in my element, and enjoy the rest of my night. Peace.